Good evening, or perhaps not so good depending on where you stand, on a stage of power or beneath it. You see, there was once a tale told in whispers of liberty, law, and leadership. But lately, it seems those whisperers have traded their parchment for pitchforks. For the loudest voices among us now speak not to enlighten, but to enrage. Let us begin with the architects of order, who by day toast to the virtues of law and order. Yet by night, they tremble. Yes, tremble in back rooms and corridors, not from fear of the law, but from the faces of those they once invited into the feast. Republican lawmakers who once cheered the clang of ice cuffs now speak in hushed tones, lips quivering with the realization the mob does not differentiate between enemy and ally. The blade they sharpened may yet find their own throats. They're human beings, one muttered behind closed doors. So the truth emerges. Not in front of cameras, no, but in confessional shadows where empathy hides when it is inconvenient. Do they only remember humanity once the votes hang in the balance? And what of the showman? Trump, master of mirrors, now caught in one himself. He tells the tale of a phone call, a sweet apology from the once loyal jester, Carlson. But Tucker, ever the craftsman of his own chaos, shatters the illusion. I never called. I have nothing to apologize for. Thus, the facade crumbles. The MAGA empire, once monolithic, now fractures from within, not by opposition, but by its own reflection. Civil war, they call it. Not with bullets yet, but with betrayals, barbs, and broadcasted bitterness. A movement born of bluster, now cannibalizing its own prophets. The purity tests have begun. One does not bow far enough, one does not burn hot enough, and suddenly, one is a traitor. But the theater darkens further still. Enter Michael Flynn, once a general, now a ghost of civility. He dares speak of military trials for former presidents. For Obama, not for war crimes or genocides, mind you, but for the crime of being inconvenient to a narrative. This isn't justice. It is vengeance dressed as virtue, dragging the corpse of democracy into kangaroo courts of conspiracy. Is that not the oldest trick in the book? Hang your enemies in effigy, then call it accountability. My dear countrymen, the veil has fallen. Those who preached law now mock it. Those who swore peace now prepare for war. Those who cheered freedom now fund its funeral. But I ask you, do you feel safer? Do you feel freer? Do you recognize your republic, or has it become a pantomime of power and paranoia? The war drums beat, not abroad, but here, on your screens, in your schools, in your hearts. This is not a left versus right affair. It is the powerful versus the people. And while they bicker about who is more betrayed, they deport your neighbors, silence your dissent, and rewrite your rights. I offer no salvation tonight, only a mirror, one cracked like the masks they wear. So remember, not just the 5th of November, but today, this very moment, when the empire that called itself indivisible began to eat itself from within. And as it does, you may yet rise, but only if you see clearly who your captors are, and perhaps more importantly, who you are without them. Good night and good luck.